Welcome to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your Mystical Muse. So grateful you are all here. Those of you that have subscribed, great to see you. Newbies, welcome. Feel free to hit the subscribe button as well as the like button so more of these messages can get out, but you'll be notified. I think there's a bell down there too when my readings come out. They're weekly, beginning of the month and mid-month. If you're interested in a reading or working with me, my link to my webpage is down below. I do channeled readings, spiritual coaching, and I also design gemstone frequency jewelry. If there's a reading you'd like that's not comprehensive, and usually they're more like an hour long, feel free to email me and we'll work something out for that. Other links regarding my oracle cards are down below as well, and other resources regarding plant medicine. So this is a collective reading for October 9th through 15th, 2022, and the theme is healing. So we're getting clarity and we're healing so far this month on where we want to go next. So to start off with, where to start? We have the bottom of the deck says true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. And there may be triggers this week. What came out was attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So whether you are exhibiting these behaviors or someone else, you need to observe them. See what sits with you, what doesn't. Sometimes when you are mirroring something, you are changing, it triggers other people. That is not for you to own, or their own fear or judgment, right? Because we're all connected. There's no separation. Your own triggers and fears and doubts and what have you are something that needs to be healed. It needs to be released, forgiven, and let go of. Because what also came out was surfacing, and this talks about triggers. What are your triggers? What do you find that makes something go off in you that makes you uncomfortable, that makes you want to react? Instead of reacting right away, take a deep breath and observe it. Why is it triggering you? What wound, whether it's from your adulthood, usually a lot of times it's childhood, that is still inhibiting you from moving forward, from healing it? Remember your innocence, your purity of light. You are a part of the divine. You're an extension of that. And that any mistakes you've made were part of your learning curve. So forgive yourself. Also forgive others. You don't have to like what they did, but part of their choice or their actions were to help you grow. And that is very important. So that's not to be, ignored. Voice is the bottom of the deck. Speaking your own truth to yourself, to others, voicing it. Sometimes, getting it out, right, helps to heal it, to acknowledge it. Being fearless and going into those shadows, right? And standing in your integrity. What is right for you? Nobody else lives your life for you. Only you know what's right for you. And that's what you need to remember. We have breathe. So when you feel yourself feeling anxious, we got a little confirmation, triggered, take some deep breaths. You do not have to respond right away. Maybe you will have a response. Maybe you have to speak your truth. Maybe you don't need to say anything at all, right? Serendipity came out. Synchronicity, serendipity, things that are happening for you that help guide you, to give you a little bit of that knowing of what you need to do, where to head, and then when it's time to go. Is it time to go now? Do you need to wait just a little bit before you make a decision, before you move forward? Yeah, 45 is a 9, which talks about wish fulfillment. And making sure that intention, that manifestation is right for you. Don't move on something if it doesn't feel right. It makes you feel uncomfortable, it's because it's not in alignment. Avenir, make peace with your past. So perhaps some of these triggers this week are related to your past, your childhood. And we've got this tree inside this woman, and some things are are being asked, it's on fire, part of it. So sometimes some of the tree has to be burnt off for new growth to appear. But it's showing that the roots run deep. So anchoring yourself, grounding yourself, and then burning off, letting go, healing, transforming, fire is very transformative, is what you're being challenged with. Tangibility, make your dreams real. What you want for yourself, whether it's healing, whether it's a project you want to pursue or an interest, whatever that is for you, a change in your diet, whatever, that it's possible. Serendipity again, merge with the flow. That was last week. We had the flow of water, right? And triggers and rough, maybe a little rough water. But serendipity, the timing of things, the things, how they show up, the signs you get, the niggles, the nudges, the intuition, that's all at play, and you need to listen to that. Hidden motivations. So, what is behind the curtain? This may be something you've hidden from yourself, a shadow, something that needs addressed, healed. It could also be looking at the hidden intentions of others, the things that trigger you, make you uncomfortable, that don't resonate. Look at those intentions. What is their purpose if they're triggering you? Why are they being triggered? And it could be you're not really doing anything at all that you have to be responsible for. But if they're trying to lead you astray from your path, why is that? Are they uncomfortable because they don't like you changing? Well, I got news for you. If you came down here to planet Earth, you're all about personal growth and change. Are you going to stagnate or are you going to grow? So looking at that is really important. And also we have consciousness, the consciousness of lack. Are they making you feel that you're not worthy, you're not good enough? And that may be one of the triggers that you're like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I don't have the skills. Well, maybe because you need to learn the new skills to experience that. So getting rid of this sense of lack, right? That you're not worthy or that you aren't able to do those kind of things. We also have kindred partnership. So there may be someone who you can talk to, whether it's a friend, family member, someone from your tribe, which isn't family related as far as blood goes, but it could also be a professional, whatever that is for you. It could be even a book someone's written that you feel aligned to their philosophy, their way of thinking. That could be of assistance to you this week. Yeah, we've got the mask. People wearing masks, not showing their true selves, whether that's you getting rid of the mask and pursuing your truth, or the mask that they're showing with those hidden intentions, hidden motivations, right? Seeing through that. Higher perspective. So if something's triggering you, we have the owl of wisdom. I was just working on an article about him as a totem animal the other day. But owls are very wise. They have a lot of wisdom and they are connected to intuition. And also they see through the facade. They see in the dark, a lot of them, right? They may not know everything that's going on, but they can see where they need to go. So it's asking you to kind of zoom out from the situation, and kind of a continuation from last week is to assess it, right? Why are you feeling that way? Because it's a 41. It talks about by zooming out and getting a different perspective, you're able to make the change or make changes that serve your higher purpose, your higher good. Yeah, birds of a feather. This talks about communication, speaking your truth, but also finding support from like-minded feathered friends, people who provide you support, some other kind of wisdom. This can also talk about messages. You might be seeing feathers this week. That's spirit letting you know they're there to support you. Also communication, that there may be others you can communicate to assist you with whatever it is you're needing to heal or address or pursue. The rose kiss. This talks about gratitude and finding the beauty in the moment and what is around you. And it's a 9, wish fulfillment. There are tons of blessings that are around you, delivered to you every day. Having gratitude for that, right? And we've got the ladybug. We got a little symbol of luck here. Yeah, healing of the heart. So the triggers that you may be experiencing, the challenges, it's asking you to heal some aspect of yourself. Yeah, to let in great big love, love of yourself, love of others, compassion. Know that the people who are struggling, who may trigger you, they're trying to come into alignment. They're struggling with the things they need to heal themselves. So having compassion for them is very important. You don't have to associate with them, you don't have to like it, but just know that they're doing the best they can with their journey. Okay. From the main part of the tarot for this week, we had three cards, the Ace of Wands. Having the courage, having the strength, motivation to go after what it is you want, making that change. And the ace talks about being divinely assisted. And there's feathers again, floating white feathers. So again, feathers, spirit may be showing up for you in the form of feathers. The Four of Cups, something's being given to you. These cups have been okay, but divine is bringing something new into you, and having the motivation, the courage to go for that. Could be healing, could be something else. But Queen of Cups talks about listening to your intuition, the niggles, the nudges, of being balanced in your emotions, which is why, they talk about breathing, taking a moment, stepping back. You don't have to respond right away. And maybe response isn't actually, you don't need to respond to it. You need to let them go, let their opinions go. Thank you. I'll take it under consideration. Peace out. So, what really resonates with you, makes you happy, makes you feel emotionally fulfilled, healed, and take action. You're being assisted in doing that. Spirit's advice is the Queen of Swords. This talks about discernment again, cutting out what no longer serves you. Those can be behavior patterns, negative thoughts, negative self-talk, people that you're surrounded with, situations you're surrounded with, and do what's best for you. And using your past experience to help with that. We've got a cherry blossom, which talks about new beginnings, rebirth, right? If you follow Spirit's advice, you have two amazing cards. You have the Hermit. So this talks about your ability to go within, align with your own soul, your own higher self, the light, to then pursue your journey. Everything is not illuminated, right? Because if it were, there would be no experiencing life, no learning lessons. But trusting in yourself, right? And reflecting, being in a place of stillness to pursue whatever it is you need to do or heal. We have rebirth. This is a very powerful card. This talks about birthing a new you, creating new things, things that are shifting, you're transforming, right? Powerful card. Bottom of the deck, I gotta find it because it's here. Oh yeah, we have the Eight of Wands. Something coming in swiftly, or you moving swiftly in action, being assisted. And eights talk about manifestation, right? Creating something and moving towards that. Two of Wands, again, making that decision, no longer wondering, delaying, resisting, making that choice to help you find balance. The Six of Cups, equal give and take, equal giving and receiving. So, the last cards I'm going to talk about are the Oracle deck. I don't know why they had me go out of order, but they did. It says no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. So whatever these triggers are, take a pause, take a moment. Is it your trigger, or is it someone's reaction to you that has nothing really to do with you, right? Take a moment, a day, couple days, whatever it is. Tell them you'll get back to them. Whatever this is that's occurring, you need to, no, I don't need to say anything right now. No, I do not need to take an action right now. No, it does not involve me. It's not my issue. Whatever that is, breathe, right? Take some deep breaths, clear the energy, and then reassess. breaking the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So some of the things you've carried in your lineage, whether it's notions or things that have been given to you by family, community, that behavior or pattern is not who you really are anymore, and making the changes. And it may mean cutting some people out. And when I mean cutting out, family is kind of hard to cut out, but it may involve that. But it can also be like you don't follow what they're telling you to do or feeling pressured to do. You pursue the path, the journey, the direction that you need to pursue to make that change. And also, when you do that, you you make that experience and modeling available to other people. They realize, wow, you can change this. You can do this differently, right? Yeah, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? What is this unresolved shadow healing that needs to be addressed? The way you used to do things. It's a tower card. It talks about, lightning, which we had on this one, lightning striking, right? Discourse, because it needs to be rebuilt for you, creating more of a stable foundation, right? And there's the gateway again, like we had in last week's reading, letting things fall, figuring out how you want to align them differently, throwing some things out, bringing maybe new things in that create stability for you to go through this transformation, this change. Yeah, with bottom of the deck, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration, you awakening to like, aha, I can do this differently. I can find joy and happiness. I can heal that. Thank you for the lesson, but I don't have to be chained to that anymore, right? Yeah, trust your path. Trust your path. There's another gateway. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And you are being supported. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I am going to go to my Keys to the 13 Universal Laws deck to see if there's any other messages they have for us for this week of the October 9th through 15th that can assist us. This deck and two other decks I've designed are listed below. It's a game crafter link. They don't require any special directions. You can shuffle them, you can draw cards, like a daily affirmation, you can let them fly out, which is what Spirit has me do. But the link's below for that if you're interested. And there are 13 universal laws. Granted, most people think there's 12, and there are 12. Sacred geometry is based on 12, but the 13th law is love, and love governs everything. We had one come out. Yeah, key to partnership. Partnering with your soul, your higher self, right? Partnering maybe with other people to assist you, because it's the key to what you're resisting. It will help unlock what you're resisting. Yeah, key to your future, manifesting what that future is, but staying present this week, right? With what's going on, why you're triggered, why you're triggering other people, and then doing what's right for you, because it's going to bring you success. And this whole journey is the key to life. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.